everyone. This is Mom Jenny. I hope this video finds you well. So for this hour, let's tackle something na talagang palaging lumalabas. And I'm just hoping that you know them already. Kasi, you'll never know. Baka iulit yung questions or whatnots. And also, it's relevant. So anyway, life and works of Dr. Jose Rizal. For the first part, I'll be just giving random drills and please comment in the please answer in the comments. I will give you time to answer. Let's see if you know the answers. So hindi naman to masyadong, challenging, but let's see if you remember what is our national hero's complete name. So mahaba 'yun, 'di ba? What is our national hero's complete name? In five, four, three, two, and one. There. So JPRM EAR. So yung Y is read as E. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado Alonso Rialonda. So knowing Rizal's complete name, it really helped me a lot. Lalong-lalo na nung lumabas sa board exam ko was sino yung nanay niya, and then I did not know it at that time, and also na-tense din ako. So I tried remembering his full name and that's how I got the correct answer. So maybe in some ways makatulong din ito sa inyo. Okay? Next, Jose Rizal's family and friends fondly call him what? So Jose Rizal's family and friends fondly call him what? In five, four, three, two, one. This time, hindi na siya masyadong mahirap i-type. So, of course, makakasagot na kayo sa comments. So, that is Pepe. Next, Jose Rizal's famous pen names. I included two. So, ano yung top 2 na pinakasikat na pen names ni Rizal? Comment your answers in five, four, three, two, and one. Okay, so our answer is Dimasalang and Laong Laan. Dimasalang and Laong Laan. So if you say Dimasalang or Dimasalang, that means untouchable. Okay, it means untouchable. Tapos yung Laong Laan naman, Laong is like a long time. Yeah. And then Laan is reserved for a purpose. So kept in reserve for a purpose for a long time. Kept reserved for a purpose for a long time. Yan naman yung ibig sabihin ng laong or laon. Laon laan. Again, di masalang is untouchable and laong laan is kept reserved for a purpose for a long time. Next, pen name used by Rizal in his writings in La Solidaridad. Pen name used by Jose Rizal in his writings in La Solidaridad. In five, four, three, two, and one. All right, so it's Laong Laan. By the way, this video, so it's just a quick run through kung, you can masasagot nyo ba? Yeah, quick test of your knowledge. Next, who is Jose Rizal's first teacher? Dr. Rizal's first teacher ay ang kanyang five, four, three, two, and one. Of course. So it's the mother, Chudora Alonzo Rialonda. So actually, ito yung lumabas sa exam namin. Sino yung nanay niya? So Chudora Alonzo yung option doon, and gladly I was able to answer. It's because of, yeah, I memorized his full name. Kaya sana makatulong din sa inyo. Anyway, results dog is called five, four, three, two, and one. It's Osman. Again, nickname ni Rizal Pepe. Famous pen names Laong Laan and Dimasalang. Yung aso niya is si Osman. Anong ginamit niyang pen name for the La Solidaridad? It's Laon Laan. First teacher, yung mother niya. Next, the place where Rizal started his formal schooling. So, saan kaya yung, yeah, una or yeah, the place na una siyang, if you say formal, so it's like in an actual school. So, saan ba? Comment your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that is Binyan. That is Binyan. So that time, Binyan was famous for their private schools. Kaya doon nag-aral si Rizal. And he was sent there at the age of 9. So Binyan. Next, first written novel of Rizal. First written novel of Rizal. You can answer this actually in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, very common question and very common novel as well. Palaging lumalabas. So, it's the Noli Me Tangere or Touch Me Not. So, it was published noong 1887. So, na-publish ni Rizal ang kanyang unang novel. So, it's about a giving exposure about how the Spanish rule was during that time. It was written in Spanish. May mga shortcomings kasi sa Spanish rule. So, yeah, doon niya na-highlight. Actually, when he returned to Manila, na-ban doon yung Noli. And the friars were very angry at him. So, if you can see, for Gen Ed, it's all factual questions talaga. Kaya, if you're not familiar, then wala ka talagang alam. Yeah. So it's good na you refresh your mind from time to time then. Okay? Next, Rizal's true love, who personified Maria Clara in his novel Noli Me Tangere. So who is that? Na-memorize niyo na ba yung mga jowa ni Rizal? During college days, I was so surprised. Wow, ang dami pala, no? Sino ba? It's, of course, Leonor Rivera. So, siya ba yung true love ni Rizal? Actually, yung mga researchers, yung mga scholars, they like, they had last two standings. So, it's Leonor Rivera or Josephine Bracken. Anyway, kung meron naman kayong sagot, you can really comment it down. Sino ba talaga between the two? But anyway, yung sa Noli, it's Leonor Rivera, okay? Siya si Maria Clara. Next, city where the novel The El Filibusterismo was published. So, saan ba na-publish yung El Filibusterismo? In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, again, there is another city and another question on the last board exam that it's also about kung saan na-publish yung isang work ni Rizal. And I will be including that on my private lectures. So if you want to join, you can message me sa Facebook, Exams Jenny pa rin, okay? But anyway, uh, during the publication of Noli, so sinimulan niya na rin isulat yung El Fili, 1887. So, na-publish noong, remember the year, 1891. 1891. Sa Ghent. Okay, Belgium. Sa Ghent, Belgium. It also means subversive. Subversive. So if you say subversive, it's like revolutionary, It's actually a very strong word. It's something that is disruptive and troublemaking. So subversive. Kasi tragic yung Elfili. So it has a very negative connotation or yeah, the meaning. Again, El Filibusterismo, published 1891 sa Ghent, Belgium, and meaning niya is subversive. Okay. So now, ano bang ibig sabihin ng filibustero? What does filibustero mean? Makakasagot naman kaya? Try. Or ano bang ibig sabihin ng filibuster? So yung Spanish na yung filibustero. So comment your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you say filibustero, that means Okay. The one who is against the government. The one who is against the government. So, they engage in not official military groups or trainings inside a foreign country. It's like you're supporting a political revolution there. So that is a filibustero. So the one who is against the government. Now, we are done with the first novel written by Rizal, such as the Noli. Ano, alam mo rin ba kung ano yung first poem written by Rizal? Comment your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So our answer is yes, that's right. You have it correctly. Sa aking mga kabata. Sa aking mga kabata, or in translation, to my fellow children. 'Di ba? Yeah, it's about love of one's native language. There. So Rizal wrote this at the age of 8. Nung 8 years old ka, anong ginagawa mo? We also write poems, of course, but not this good. Rizal's poem referred as his crowning glory. So, kung yung sa aking mga kabata, sinulat niya at 8 years old, yan yung unang poem na nasulat niya. Ano naman yung poem that is referred as his crowning glory? So he wrote this when he was 18 years old. Mhm. So he dedicated this to the youth of our nation. That is La Juventud Filipina. By the way, I'm not really familiar with the pronunciation because I did research on my own lang and I did not listen to any other lectures. So nag-search na ako na nag-search ng sources. Kaya if I, in any case, mispronounce something, please tell me, okay? So yeah, that's it. So the fair hope of my motherland, the fair hope of my motherland. So a translation of Rizal's farewell poem written by Andres Bonifacio in Tagalog. Ano kaya? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So yung farewell poem niya is Mi Ultimo Adios. 'Di ba? Yung sobrang laki ng debate kung sonnet ba or elegy. So actually, I remember, nag-lecture ako sa isang napakasikat na channel kay Sir Melvin lang naman. Tapos, ang sagot pala ng taong bayan was, sonnet yon. And then, as a lecturer, sinagot ko yung elegy and inaway ako ng mga reviewees. Tapos ngayon lumabas na elegy pala talaga. So, of course, sonnet is, yung in defense ko naman, sonnet is very measured. Mhm. So, just 14 lines, 'di ba? How can you say na yung Mi Ultimo Adios is sonnet kung may exact measurement naman? So that's why it's, yeah, elegy. So ano ba yung translation nun? That is pahimakas or huling pahimakas or huling alam. So that is, yeah, the translation written by Andres Bonifacio. Next, written by Rizal in defense of alleged laziness of the Filipinos. So, what is it? I think you can answer naman. Lalong-lalo na if there are choices, 'di ba? Mas magiging madali. But here, I'm just trying to check your memories. So anyway, the indolence of Filipinos or La Indolencia de los Filipinos. So that is, yan yung sinulat niya in defense sa ating mga sabi-sabi na tayo ay tamad. So if you say indolence, it's laziness. It's another word for laziness, yung indolence. Okay? He argued na hindi naman daw talaga tayo tamad. It's just how we were treated by our colonizers. Sabi niya na before naman dumating yung mga Spaniards, tayo daw ay mga hardworking naman. It's just how we were treated. That's why during the Spanish time, hindi tayo masyadong nag-work hard. So anyway, that is, yeah, yan yung sagot. Okay, in defense of the alleged laziness of the Filipinos. So ito na, what work of Rizal that is translated by Bonifacio? Yung huling pahimakas, pahimakas or huling paalam, that is Mi Ultimo Adios. He was the priest who baptized Rizal. He was the priest who baptized Rizal. Comment your answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So it's the parish priest of Calamba. The parish priest of Calamba. So that is Rufino Colliantes. Okay? Rufino Colliantes. Ano? Na perfect naman yung lahat. Anyway, let's do a dry run of all the questions, okay? So, our national hero's complete name, answer faster. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda. So, family and friends call him Pepe. Famous pen names, Laong Laan and Dimas Salang. Used pen name na ginamit niya sa last Solidaridad, it's Laong Laan. Sino yung first teacher niya? That is his mother, Chudora Alonzo Rialonda. Ano pangalan ng aso ni Rizal? It's Usman. The place where Rizal started his formal schooling. Saan kaya? Binyan. First written novel, Noli. Published saan? Sa Berlin. In Spanish, okay? And that was, in the year 1887. So, sino yung true love or sino si Maria Clara in real life? That is Leonor Rivera. So, saan na-publish yung El Fili? Ghent. Okay? So, it means subversive and it was published in the year 1891. Anong ibig sabihin ng filibustero? It is someone who is against the government or, supporting like unauthorized armies. Next, first poem written by Rizal, it's Sa Aking Mga Kabata at the age of 8. So ano naman yung referred to as his crowning glory? Yung dedication niya sa youth, that is a La Juventud Filipina. So anong translation ng poem ni Rizal? That is, sinulat ni Andres Bonifacio in Tagalog is Huling Pahimakas, Pahimakas or Huling Paalam. Okay? Just, keywords lang, keywords. Don't bombard your brain. Written by Rizal in defense of the alleged laziness of the Filipinos. Ano yung synonym ng laziness? It's indolence. Kaya you'll still be able to answer this, okay? La indolencia de los Filipinos or the indolence of Filipinos. So, ano yung work na translate by Bonifacio? It's Mi Ultimo Adios. Sino yung priest na nagbaptize sa kanya? It's Rufino Colliantes. Alright, so if you answered it all, congratulations! Kung hindi nyo naman nasagutan lahat correctly, congratulations kasi ngayon you learned something new. Now, here is more facts about our national hero. He is widely considered the most significant national hero of the Philippines. Of course, it's a huge debate, diba? Kasi, people are, some of them ay kay Andres Bonifacio, some of them naman ay for Apolinario Mabini. So, but however, of course, he is one of the most significant national heroes in our country. So we cannot deny that. He was executed on December 30, 1896 by a squad of Filipino soldiers. So actually, when I went to Manila and pumunta talaga kami sa Luneta, and, kasi it's of course, yung sister ko kasi, she is a social studies major, kaya curious na curious siya. I was just following her. And so she explained everything to me in a very nice way. And kaya nga siya nga supposedly yung pina-lecture ko, kaya lang she is not sanay sa mga ganito kaya yeah. She explained to me na 'di ba sa Luneta dun nakatayo si Rizal, may mga soldiers sa likod na nag-ano, so yung mga statues ba was about to shoot him, you know. And so she explained to me na alam mo, they're actually Filipino soldiers. And that's when I learned, oh, really? Grabe naman, no? Anyway, so he is a polymath, if we say polymath, so magaling in both sciences and the arts. So not everyone can, diba? If you're good in math, math ka lang. If you're good in science, science ka lang. Or English, English ka lang. But for him, he's a polymath. So it means good in science and the arts. Another thing is he is a polyglot. So polyglot can speak so many languages, conversant in 22 languages. San ka dyan? Ano bang kaya ko? English, Filipino, ah, Cebuano. Yeah, yun lang. Tapos nakakanta ako ng Japanese. Yung Tagalog ko is questionable pa when I speak, pero okay naman. Yeah, but anyway, he is polymath. He is a polymath. He is also a polyglot. And of course, his last words were consumatumist. Sobrang daming memes niya sa Facebook na lumalabas kung ano-ano lang. But hopefully, itanong ito and then may bonus questions na kayo, okay? So remember sa board exam, magkamali ka, hindi dahil sa katangahan, magkamali ka dahil sadyang hindi mo lang alam. So if there's something that you've learned, that's absolutely good for you. So that's it. Thank you so much. Yeah, please. I in my channel, I have more lectures. I also invited some lecturers and then mostly kasi tinatap ko lang yung English kasi doon yung forte ko. But I will do my best to also tap on profit and other things para mas malaki yung maitulong ko sa review nyo. Okay, so this is Exams Jenny. Thank you so much. Bye!